Hey yo, it's your boy Disco. You know the drill. Disregard everything on the screen. Get the fuck off my screen. So if you're like me and you're just chilling out and you have friends that send you things just over the email and ideas for videos, you might understand that there's for some reason there's this shadow war going on against any animation, any project, any product coming from Japan right now. Just specifically Japanese that like entertainment, such as Armored Core 6. Now, I played Armored Core 4, and well, it was a while ago. I still have the game, and to my knowledge, swords are useless, and if you don't use machine guns, double machine gun, double rail gun, you're pretty much a noob. But anyway, and I do remember this one article talking about how like a games journalist was talking to a From Software developer, and he's like, "So is Armored Core going to be like Elden Ring?" And he's like, and the developer's like, "No." Then the journalist is like, "So is Armored Core going to be like Dark Souls?" And the Japanese and From Software developer's like, "No." And then, apparently, finally, the journalist bent and was like, "Okay, so what is Armored Core 6 going to be like?" He's like, and the developer's like, "Armored Core 6 is going to be like Armored Core 6." Got him. So, and apparently, they gave Armored Core a 8 out of 10 because of this quote unquote story. And I'm like, so you're telling me that games like The Last of Us and games like Borderlands 3 and games like Forspoken are better and are just objectively better in score than Armored Core 6. And this is what I don't understand, right? It's like Armored Core 6 is clearly something popular, but I'm starting to feel like because it's from Software, and all the journalists are saying the same thing. They're like, "Oh, we're giving it an 8 out of 10 because of the story." It's almost like they copied each other's homework, unfortunately. And I'm starting to feel like it's something they have to do. Like, if one of them dare give it a higher score, then they'll get like blacklisted or something. And it's like story, okay. I I don't know who plays this game for the story. I wouldn't play it for the story. It looks cool. Like just going off the art alone. Like I guess it doesn't subvert your expectations, right? It doesn't try shoving political messages down your throat, right? It's just a game where you play big fucking mechs and you shoot the shit out of things. What the fuck is this? Is Armored Core 6 of Souls like? No. At least 4 wasn't. I don't know when 4 came out, but I'm assuming it was around the time of Dark Souls 1, maybe? Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, again, Armored Core was Armored Core, but someone sent me an email from 4chan, and I absolutely had to put this down because apparently this is how what writing should be. I can't stand the writing. It feels like it gets worse with every Gearbox game. They can't go on one line without stuffing it full of ironic observations as a form of jokes. Like they have an insecure 12-year-old filter for everything. Now, listen here from software. This is how you write dialogue, right? See, the normal line, like this is usually what most people with normal functioning brains would say would be like, if you can get some fuel canisters, then I can reactivate the main generator and get our shields back up. I marked the objective on your map. See, if you have this in your game, right, just uninstall the game. Throw the whole project in the trash can. Apparently, this is not what you're supposed to do. Now, with Gearbox, apparently, this is what you're supposed to have this whole goddamn paragraph. Now, if I stop halfway through because my brain cells die, you'll know why. I do not apologize for what you're about to hear. It'd be like, hey, buddy, great job killing those mutants and all. You're really good at that. Shooting things, that is. One problemo, though, as it turns out, a bunch of monsters on the planet are going to tear our eyes out if we don't get the shields back up. And this is just my opinion, but that's going to suck. Not having eyes sounds terrible. Like, how am I supposed to read my collection of bodacious space babes? See, this is sexism right here. Without a flippin' eyeballs. Without any flippin' eyeballs, question mark. So here's my brilliant plan that I got written on this here napkin. There's the generator thing. You're following me? And it needs gas. Who knew? So maybe you can go out and fetch some canisters and then we can get the generator running. And then the shields will go back up and we won't get horribly, viciously murdered. Doesn't that sound great? I know, right? So since I did most of the work coming up with the plan, I was thinking you can do the last step and get the canisters. If you see any monsters, shoot them in the face or something. Oh, and one more thing. Try not to get killed. That would put a wrench in this plan. Metaphorically, that is. Not literally. I hate people who misuse the term literally. It drives me figuratively insane. Anyway, I just be here, cowering in my bunker. While you go do that. Go Team Badass. See, this is the, like, my brain cells, like, killed themselves reading this. And apparently this is what Gearbox does. Like, this is what you're supposed to do, right? This is what it was in Borderlands 3, I think. I don't know, I like 2. But, yeah. So, apparently you're supposed to go do that. Like, that's what they want. That's the type of dialogue that is needed, not any of this. And again, most people I know don't play this game for the story. Now, maybe the story's good. I mean, I know the world is interesting, but like most From Software games, you gotta wrestle the story out their hands because they're like, nah, nah, nah. And that most people don't give a shit. I just don't understand why there's this vitriol against Japanese entertainment. And it's like, well, what am I talking about? I do understand. It's because they're in a clear contract. Like, they're in. What's the word I'm looking for? They're competing, and right now people are liking. This is why they talk about this game, is because it's popular. And I said the same thing about anime. It's getting popular. Like, people now, they think if you just take games like these away, people are going to turn back to Netflix or turn back to whatever goofy ass Western entertainment there is. And that's not how people act. It's like if you take one thing away, they'll just move to a completely different thing, like, say, South Korean movies or like Bollywood. Like, people are so against American entertainment right now that they're just avoiding it out of spite, which is sad because there are good shows coming out that came out of the West. I like The Boys, and there's a sci-fi thing called The Foundation that I didn't even know what the hell, didn't even fucking know it even existed. Apparently, it's a Apple original TV show. Yes, Apple, the phone company. And I'm watching it, and it's good. But unfortunately, people are so against Western entertainment now. And these journalists know this. This is why they're going at, because they go after things that they know are in competition with them. Like, they know this is in competition with Western entertainment. So they go after it. And, okay, they give it an 8 out of 10. It's like, so what does a good game look like? What does a good story look like? And apparently it's what I just read on that second line. The whole fucking paragraph of explaining one simple thing. Apparently to them that's good. They give that a 9 out of 10. But they give Armored Core an 8 out of 10 because of the story. I just don't get it. Yeah, right. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And the fact that they think we're just idiots and we're just like, okay, yeah, no, we're not going to take that. And they think we don't know that they're going after this boggles my mind. So, anyway, I'm done. See ya.